everybody. It is Whiskey News, and that's the take. Where that's the take.
That's the one we're going
with. It is another week after last week. Wow, here we are.
And I'm Kevin.
And I'm Doriana, and this is Whiskey News.
Yeah.
And it's great.
What do we do here?
I guess we intro what we're doing.
We intro
what we're going to be drinking, and I don't know what that is because he just introduced this to me, so I'm excited.
Part 1, introduction.
The heck was that?
That's going to be the cut. I'm going to do cuts for each thing.
You just slapped that cut in my face.
All right, so
I don't even know where I am anymore.
This is a whiskey.
I'm about to be a lot of discombobulated.
If you'll notice, it's in a rectangular bottle. It has a whiskey-like color and complexion. The glass is see-through. You can see through this glass.
On science.
It appears to have some lettering on the front and some lettering on the back.
Wow.
These look to form English words.
Whoa.
And if you form these words together, they seem to form sentences.
I've never heard of this before. What age is this from?
It looks like the whiskey is made primarily.
Can't even read English
from
anymore.
Wow. Corn to give you the unmistakable whiskey taste.
It's so good.
Anyway,
wow.
All right. So this is McKenzie River whiskey made right here.
Oh, but the front is so easy to read.
Yeah,
wow,
I know,
that's interesting.
It's a lot easier. Made
Those
right here in Springfield, Oregon. Yes, right in our own little hometown, or not hometown. Neither of us are from here. I don't know why I said that.
Now.
It does. It's got a little
Bringing
plate.
us all together.
We'll see if we can get a nice picture of this.
You wanted to take it off the bottle.
Well, I might.
And I hope there's some of you that are horrified. Might still. Maybe. It is our bottle.
Looks like patina.
It is.
Looks like a something they put on the benches around here near the
That's
the water.
That's very true. It's have we said McKenzie River?
Yeah, McKenzie River. That's the name of it. And I'll explain more about the proprietor that makes it here soon. But so the whiskey is made primarily from corn and gives you the unmistakable whiskey taste that the United States has become so well known for. After 5 years of aging, it was finished in King Estate Pinot Noir barrels and balanced to perfection. They used McKenzie River water, so I don't know if we got hobo piss in that water.
Oh my.
Let's see.
No offense to the hobos out there. You know, they're like, what?
I'm open.
Our piss isn't good enough?
I don't think so.
For your liquor?
No. I need only the finest Portland hobo piss for my.
Yeah, like all rivers don't have some homeless piss? Come on, man.
Come on. Don't you do it to me.
You don't have the nails like that.
I don't, but it should rip normally and not. Did I get it? What's going on? Oh, come on. Oh, I did it.
Almost.
Damn.
It's a tricky plastic right there. Oh my. Some of these you might want to get some. Is that tape? I was like, some of these might want to get like a craft knife out or.
Oh, okay. So, what is that?
So that is just glass.
Is it glass?
And a little rubber stop.
Is that rubber?
That's interesting. That's
yeah,
like
it is.
First...
So this does not have a cork. This is like a pure decanter bottle. That's one of the reasons why I actually went and got it. Other than it being right here in Springfield. Man, this thing is heavy though. To hold with one hand. Click, 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 click. It's very light though. Very light in color. Oh man, I didn't intro the pour. I'll do a review cut. That'll be the cut. Here we Review. Okay. Time to smell it. Very light.
Mm-hmm. Smells really sweet.
Sweet. I get what, wood?
Yeah, like maybe a cedar.
What is that? It's a
apple. I feel like it's really sweet.
Perfumey. Very
like
perfumey.
Sugar. Ooh. The more I smell it, the sweeter it gets. There's a little citrus in there for me. It's like almost like an apple cider vinegar, but like on the really sweet end. Like sour apple candy, but
yeah, I'm getting some citrus and like you said, some of that more the spicier fruit flavor or notes that you would smell, like something
like pear, spiced pear.
Yeah, or maybe like a spiced apple. Very light though, very light spice.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Man, that's got a lot of character.
Yeah. I don't know what to think. That's like a lot of flavors all at once that I'm not sure what they are. Caramel. And
there's vanilla.
Brown sugar.
Yeah. The more what is that? The darker part of the brown sugar. Or it feels,
like a molasses.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, I'm having the wrong words to, I like that. That's got a nice flavor to it.
It's very good. It's just not as sweet tasting, as off-putting as it, I feel like it smells way sweeter than it tastes. It tastes like it has those other, like you said, bitter qualities. Or not bitter, but sweet and salty. This has an earthy kind of quality to it, like you're eating bark, but it tastes really sweet and good. Because it has that, I don't know, it's not really an earthy taste as it is like a...
Go back in for the smell right quick, because it opened
but
back
yeah,
up.
It's like grass almost in there.
Yeah,
maybe that is the
earthiness.
Earthy, yeah.
But it's so sweet that those earthy things that are mixed in there are harder to detect, but they are there, yeah.
It's like a sweet grass. It's really good. This would be really good with a sundae. If you put this with a caramelized, chocolatey vanilla bean type of thing.
You know what I got? I taste the Pinot Noir from the cask. Get a very small amount with your mouth open. That wine flavor.
That is.
I've got a wine flavor from it, and I don't know if it's in the smell.
There is a smell to it. After you say that, there's a smell to Pinot Grigio, I guess I'm thinking of, smell wise, that hits you oh, that's really sweet. And then you taste it, and it's it's a little more on the robust flavor
Maybe
side.
it's the fermented fruit smell.
Yeah,
it might be
when you have
little
the really
fermented.
darker wines, they give you that there's a fermented type of taste.
What color is Pinot? Pinot's
it's
white.
It's usually
wine,
white.
right?
Yeah, it's a white, yellow. It's kind of this color. When you said that,
might be the reason why it's so. Because this looks more like something like the Irish, like the Jameson or something in color.
Oh, it's really good to sip. This would be so good with dessert. I can't get vanilla ice cream out of my mind for pairing. That would be so nice. Even eating it on the side,
I got so much more spice with a little
fruit. If you were cooking up fruit, caramelizing it, this would be so good to, I don't know if that's a thing people even do, thicken it up with something. This is a really, I don't know, the smell, I didn't think it was going to be as great as it tastes.
Yeah, I mean, and like we said, this is made right here, produced and bottled in Springfield, Oregon by Swallowtail Spirits. And I had a kind of funny story about the whole thing. Is there's the tasting room is like down the street, like 2 miles from us. And I had been seeing the coming soon signs for months, like I think from the middle of last year or something like that. And I thought maybe it was going to just be an alcohol store because it had alcohol, advertisement and stuff up there. So I thought it just might be a liquor store. And I guess it turns out that this is, I guess not. They're tasting and bar room. So they have menu items like food items and stuff that they sell, and they have wine tasting, and you can buy barrel space in their aging room. You can buy an entire 53-gallon barrel of this whiskey for like, I think it was $7,500 though. But do you remember how many bottles I said that was?
265,
right?
I was like more than 50. Like, that's a lot. That's closer to 300 bottles. I think I guessed 150.
Yeah, I didn't expect that much. So if you want to know how many bottles you can get out of a barrel,
it's a big investment.
Of just say like Jack Daniels, you're going to get in the range of 200, 250. Of course, things that are longer aged, like 10, 20 years, you're going to lose a lot of alcohol. I think you lose 2% every year at that point. So just from the alcohol evaporating. So you're going to not get as many bottles, which is why the price for bottles is higher. And obviously the price for this was $40 here. I'm actually happy with it for the price. It's got a lot of neat tastes and stuff like that I was not. I was kind of expecting cheaper because it's only aged 5 years. So I was kind of expecting a cheaper whiskey, because they could get away with it. Just say it's locally made and, hope that they get some people buying it. But there's only like 2 of these left. But I mean, you could really brain somebody with this thing. Like the base on the sucker is like that thick. So they put a lot of care, it looks like, into the bottle.
It was probably worth the cost of it. And then I feel like anytime there's a good flavor profile to something, people want to drink that slower. Yeah. So it's a little worth the price. Because if you're not going to overdrink something, like if I'm going to spend $20 on alcohol, then I don't mind just drinking it, quickly, because it probably doesn't taste that good. But something like this is nice to just like sip on. Because when I take small sips of something that I don't like, it's really hard. It's like, oh, I really don't like this, because you taste it a lot more.
Yeah. And
this builds, like, every time I smell it, it smells a little different. Like now I'm getting more of a hickory, like smoky smell out of it. Like very bourbon. Like that's what I'm smelling now, which is interesting. I don't know if it's because I took such a long pause and now all I'm smelling is like
I smelled donut for a second.
Yeah, like, how a donut isn't
like
really
frosting.
Donuts aren't just like super over sweet unless you get those certain ones, but like they have that savory note in there. That's what I'm smelling like. And it's like sweet, like a donut. Like cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
Like instead of just cinnamon, there's some sugar in it with every smell. Very. If I take like a bigger gulp, it's a little more Bernie.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. It's a little Bernie Sanders in there, but it's good. It's like a delight thing. It's like when you eat a lot of Cheetos or something, and it's like hot. It's like, ooh, warm and toasty.
I'll agree with that.
This would be great in a drink too, like a hot toddy or some like coffee. I don't know, a warm beverage. You add this in.
I'll have to wait and see on that one if we need one or not.
Yeah, right.
So you ready to move on to the conclusion?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm adding one.
I'm gonna use that as our new sound. Dun dun dun.
You have to like soundbite it. Like,
okay. So, what do you think? I mean, would you get this again? Would you recommend this to your friends, neighbors, and family?
Yeah, I think I would. This is something that I would give as a gift, especially since we're in Springfield, if someone doesn't happen to know or they haven't like happened to buy it, maybe they've heard of it, and then you give them this as gift. It looks nice, and it's like, oh, it's from the USA, and it's right around here, and I can go buy some. Cool. Like one of those hometown gifts that like are hard to think of sometimes, you know. And plus, we're not from here, but it's still like I don't know, is that corny then? We're like, oh, look, we're in Springfield, yeah. No, I think it's nice to know what's local. And I feel like people would appreciate that, especially here. In Springfield, a lot of, like, if you're from Oregon and you know, or you're from around here, this is a great area that loves local produced stuff. So every time I see, like, a wine or a liquor of any sort that's, like, produced in Oregon or, like, around town, like McKenzie is like right there, so it's nice to be able to go right there to their business.
Which is funny because they age or they produce whiskey apparently now at McKenzie, which is a local brewery here. So I didn't know that, which makes sense. I mean, you got the equipment, you might as well.
Feels good to spend money where you're from, so that you're helping.
Yeah, I think this says. Doesn't it say? Yeah, portion of the proceeds from this bottle helps to support the McKenzie River Trust.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's actually helping to go back towards our local river here, the McKenzie River that we all like. And I've biked down next to it very many times on the way to work when I was working that way. So, I did enjoy
that's a beautiful place.
All of the time, and just the fact that there is a beautiful river that is just at the beck and call of us whenever we want to. You can take it for granted for some time. So, if you have an opportunity to come this way, and you do, I would see if you can get something like this. I would recommend that. Don't come here for it, but if you're here,
if maybe they have, maybe they ship it out to.
That would be nice.
More than.
Yeah, if you're in a few states that you can get alcohol shipped to you, you might be able to get this sent to you. And if you can, I would actually give this a try. Ridges on top. But
yeah, it's a very nice bottle.
I like the bottle. We're going to keep that just as I'm going to use this as an infinity bottle. It's a little heavy, but if you two-hand it,
That's
like
nice.
I said, you can maim somebody with this sucker. You can just take them out.
At least with an infinity, you won't be using it a lot, except for when you're defending yourself in the middle of the night.
There you go.
And you remember where that
You
infinity bottle is.
You better not break in here. You're gonna get the bottle.
You just looked at it the other night, and you're like, yeah.
You're gonna hit them with that. This part, that's gonna hurt.
And you bring up my singing as demonetized? Like that's not gonna get us demonetized?
What? I'm not threatening anybody harm. I'm saying I'll defend my house with a whiskey bottle. I'll say, first off, would you like a glass? And if you still say you want to rob, well, then you're getting the whiskey bottle. That's just how I know.
And remember to don't come to hell in my house after loving yourself.
So I think we're up to 18 subscribers now, so keep them coming.
Thanks a lot.
Remember to tell your friends, like, subscribe, smash the upwards button.
The upwards button.
The upwards thumb. Right?
Smash that thumb, man.
Smash that thumb. Smash your thumb.
People are like, don't do it.
Do it with your thumb.
Smash it, but not that hard.
Alright, well, I'm sure there ain't nobody left watching this, but if you are, I'm glad that you're here.
If you're still, say razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle, there you go.
That's how I know you're rolling.
Hopefully you made it through last week and everybody's happy one way or another. We can start drinking whiskey together again and chill out and everybody.
Wine song?
Wine song?
But the good kind?
Anyway. Alright, so we'll see you again next week with something. I don't know, I had some ideas, so we'll have to see how it goes, but this is another week of Whiskey Noobs coming at you, episode 21. Yeah, 21. Alright, so see you next week with episode 22. Cheers to you, and remember to love yourself, as always.
Say it.
Ryan.
Red Daniel.
Red Daniel.
No, the. Red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Relleno.
Relleno. Look at Relleno.
Relleno.
Interesting. Hey y'all.